What's up, y'all? So, if I'm gonna be real and honest with y'all, I don't have like an introduction. I don't even really know how to start this video. I'm really just gonna go in and just start yapping because that's what I came on here to do. Excuse my voice right now because I feel like everybody is sick, especially in Houston right now. The weather go like today's 80 degrees. Yesterday it was freaking 50 degrees. So I'm all messed up right now, but you know, I'm healing and I'm getting better. I came back on here because I did a video a couple months back. I don't know if it was months or I don't think it was a year ago. I think it was a couple months back, saying that I was coming back on my channel, saying that I wanted to be real, authentic and all that stuff. If you watch that video, then you pretty much know what I said. But what happened is after I made that video, I basically just got caught up in my head, and that led me to overthinking and overanalyzing things and doubting myself and creating scenarios in my head as to why I couldn't film, why it wouldn't work. So what ended up happening was I didn't do anything at all. I didn't record no video. I didn't put no effort in to do the videos because I honestly became discouraged. So I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm cool on it. It's over. As time went on, life started life, and we all go through things. And I always said that I wanted to be, pretty much like an open book, because I myself, coming up as a content creator, I seen all the creators having the luxury cars. I seen them having all the money. I seen them having all of this nice things, right? But I never seen the process. I never knew what was going on behind the scenes. So anytime I found myself going through a situation or a scenario, I'm like, dang, why it seem like I got it so hard, but everybody else just, everything is good for everyone else. But in reality, I found out that's not the case. Everyone goes through things. People just choose to share it or they choose not to. And like I said, I want to be a person to just be real and honest with you guys, because right now somebody is probably going through what I'm going through or dealing with what I'm dealing with. And, we can honestly help each other, because I may have things that can help you that you didn't know, and you may have things that help you that I didn't know about. I literally forced myself to get on this camera. I did not want to do it. I ain't gonna lie. Just because, my thoughts is running, telling me reasons why it's not gonna work, telling me reasons why I shouldn't do it. Thank you to my support system that I have around me, friends and everything, who, see more in me than I see in myself. And they definitely all had some encouraging words for me to go ahead and start. So that's what we're doing here today. First thing I want to talk about with you guys is that, I've been trying to find my purpose in this world for so long, and I have yet to find it. I done dibbled and dabbled in certain things, and things may work for me, but it's not giving me fulfillment. So I'm good at a lot of things, but it's not fulfilling me. It doesn't feel like I'm walking in my purpose. And that's been something I've struggled with for a very long time. I can never figure out, this right here specifically for me. So that's something that bothers me. Being the age that I am and still feeling confused, still feeling blinded, still feeling like I'm just winging it every day and I don't have any form of fulfillment in my life. So that's one of the journeys that I'm on, is figuring out my calling, figuring out why I'm here on this earth, because we all are placed here on this earth for a reason. We all have a calling. We all have a purpose. There's a plan for each and every one of our lives. We just have to seek God along our journey, to uncover and to figure out what we're really here for. That's what you guys are going to be figuring out along with me. We all about to figure out, why are we here on this earth, I got to really figure out, who am I? What do I love to do? What are things that I like? What's some hobbies that I enjoy? What makes me happy? I really got to figure these things out, and I have to find myself, because if I'm not right for myself, I can't be right for my friends. I can't be right for my family. I can't be right for anyone around me, because, inside I'm lost. And that has unfortunately been my story for far too long. And I'm starting to come into an awakening season where I'm no longer tolerating these things. I'm no longer allowing these things to just be regular in my life, so yeah. Another thing that I struggle with is the battle of my mind. Like this thing right here, your mind. If your mind is all screwed up and messed up, then you as a person, you're going to be messed up and screwed up. And you're going to walk along life messed up and screwed up. And That's something that I've also been dealing with for a really long time. I get so stuck in my mind that I don't do a lot. There's so much in me to do. There's so much in me to put out. But my mind just gives me reasons, like I said earlier, why I shouldn't do it, why it won't work. It's all negative, you know, and I've allowed the devil to manipulate my mind for so long that sadly, guys, it's to the point where I've allowed so much negativity to cloud my mind, to fill my mind, that I started believing it and I started feeding the negative thoughts. Like I started believing these negative things about myself. When I would try to say positive things to myself, or even if other people fill me with positive words, it's kind of like I just brush it off like, nah, you know, that ain't that. I don't believe what you talking about. I don't even see that for myself. And I kind of just looked at myself one day when certain thoughts pop in my head, and I'm like, bro, why am I even allowing this thought to come in my mind, and I'm allowing it to just like germinate through and allowing it to become my reality? Because as a person thinks, that's how you are as a person. And I've allowed the devil for far too long to play with my mind and just allow me to believe so much stuff that's not true. Because if y'all don't know, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And that's all he's been doing. Like, that's all he's been doing in my life. I've been faced with so much fear of the unknown, fear of the what if, fear of stuff that probably will never happen in my life. But I start believing these things that I hear, and then I just, I limit myself. I put limitations on everything, and I don't fully live my life as I should. I know I'm not going through it alone, but I would also like to know if you guys are dealing with it as well, because honestly speaking, we all gonna get through it together, I ain't gonna lie. And going even more into depth with the overthinking and, stuff that the enemy fed into my mind that I started believing was, I always felt like I could showcase my life and show a lot of things off, but what happens is I just start overthinking. I would think, my mind would tell me, you're not entertaining, nobody's gonna watch that. You doing all this for no reason, nobody's gonna even paying attention to that. Basically, like, I'm just worthless in a way. I really want to put a stop to that, and I am gonna put a stop to that. I know that it's gonna be trial and tribulations, it's gonna be errors, because the enemy about to get mad because I'm gonna get in my bag. And once I get in my bag fully, once I stop believing these negative thoughts, once I stop believing the things that he fed into my mind for years upon years that I battle with, once I'm out of that, he gonna be so mad because he no longer has control. Like, you no longer have control. You no longer have me. You don't. Like, I'm free. I'm set free. And I'm not gonna go backwards from that point. So I know he gonna try in his little ways, shapes, and forms. I ain't tripping. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. I already pray. I have people that pray for me. And, I know that God is with me through this. God is waiting on me. He's waiting on me to step out of what the enemy has had me in for so long. And I feel like once I step out of that lane, so much is going to flourish for me in life, because I'm not waiting on God. God is waiting on me. And yeah, I don't want God to wait on me no more. So yeah, we getting up out of that. I've doubted myself for way too long. I've lacked confidence in myself for far too long. I just felt so less of myself for such a long time that I'm starting to just feel like, you got to get up. Like, you can't keep sitting in this. You got to get up. You got to do something. You got to put some work in. You have to at least try. So that's what I'm here to do. I really hope that through this journey, I'm able to help other people, that we're just able to be in an open space here, a no judgment zone, because I'm about to be real and raw with y'all. Pause. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not doing all over luxury stuff. I'm just about to get up on here, pick up the camera, chat, talk. Y'all just gonna see it all. I don't care for the extra. I don't care about the aesthetic. I just want to be myself. That's where people get it messed up sometimes, even myself, trying to be someone you're not, trying to do something that's not you. But this right here is me, other than my voice, because I'm, getting through a cold right now. I hope that me being real, raw, and authentic with you guys, I'm able to help y'all, that we're able to help each other. Like I said, we all going through one thing or another. Life is not perfect. Life is not peaches and cream. Trust me. But overall, God has been good, very good to me throughout my life. Like I said, I allowed the enemy to slip through and, play with my mind for far too long. But that's over with, y'all. That's over with. Over. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I don't know when I'm dropping next. I don't have like a consistent schedule to say, oh, I'm dropping every this day or I'm dropping this day. I will get that in order for you guys for sure. We're not starting in 2026. We're starting in 2025 so that when we walk into 2026, we already got the steps. You know, we just got to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. With that being said, I hope that everyone on here is having an amazing day. I hope y'all all stay prayed up because we got to stay prayed up, especially in these times, boy. That's all we got. You can't even depend on nobody else no more. You can't depend on nothing else no more but God. Is literally to that point. We gonna figure this out together, though. We definitely gonna figure this out together. We got this. We gotta stay in the race. Every day that we wake up is another day to be better. And so that's what we about to do. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. If you looking for aesthetic and looking for all these nice edits and looking for all this stuff, I ain't gonna lie, this ain't the channel for you. If you looking for a person to just be real with y'all and keep it a buck all the time, then this is the channel for you. So make sure you guys subscribe. I'll be back. I'll be back soon, real soon.